What's going on, everybody? Blazing Blevins here. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the vector versus the UMP. I'm going to show you 3 clips on how I approach search the situation, do a little bit of voiceover there, and I'm also going to talk about complacency. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to support my channel by giving me a thumbs up and subscribe. Let's take a look at our first clip here. Across the street, I see a motorcycle going across, possibly to the warehouses. It turns out that he doesn't go. He drives through them, goes up and over the hill. I'm not going to be able to chase him. However, I did see this other guy going into the 2-story building, which in my opinion is the best place to loot in the game versus an apartment. And the reason why that is the apartment has a lot of space to cover, and when you get used to loot spawning in certain spaces within inside a building, you cover more ground with going into a 2-story. So I decided to go ahead and see if I can creep up on this guy. I know he's not in this building. I know he's in the next building. And typically when I clear a 2-story, I clear the first floor first, I clear the second floor second, obviously, and then I jump off the back balcony, which luckily for me, he ended up doing the same thing, and I ended up getting the kill here, as you see. I'm going to let this clip play through while I discuss something pretty important. A lot of people in the community have preference over certain weapons, and when it comes to secondaries, especially the submachine guns, there are some people out there who prefer the Vector, which is nice, don't get me wrong, or there are people out there like me who prefer the UMP. And the reason why I prefer the UMP over the Vector is because the UMP comes stock with 30 compared to the Vector with 13, and with an extended clip I get 40 shots compared to 25. Essentially what this means is that I'm going to be able to put more shots down range, and what that translates to is that if you're in a game of duos and squads, you're going to be able to take out more people. Now this may not matter so much in a solo game, so you could go with the Vector, I guess, technically, but I still like the UMP. Now, I decided after that first kill, that first clip, I decided to go ahead to this little town just outside of Gattaca, just to the south here. You probably know where it is. What I'm looking for is scopes and medical supplies and stuff. I don't really find any, so I went ahead and decided to leave. When this guy who happened to see my car, he probably saw me go into a building, whatever, he was trying to stalk me, trying to get the drop on me, and it didn't quite work out for him. So without even aiming, I just sprayed the guy, and it ended up working out for me. Okay, so before we get into this next video, I want to talk about something that I had to overcome as a player, and that is the passive playstyle. Now, I understand that everybody has a certain playstyle that fits them, right? But after about 350 hours of gameplay, I decided that playing passive really wasn't going to work out for me anymore. So I decided to switch over to a more aggressive playstyle, which you saw in the very first clip. Now, I wasn't paying attention to the road. I was looking at my map and I ended up flipping my vehicle. Now, that's okay. I ended up hearing some gunshots off in the distance, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and investigate. I know there's a town up here just outside the road. I'm going to go see if maybe that's where the gunshots are coming from. I know that there's a bombing zone, so if there's anybody in the town, then I'll use that as foot cover to move around the buildings. Now, as I approached the town, I did see the door on this barn closed, so I know where the guy was at. I figured I'm going to go ahead with my aggressive play style and go get him. I was kind of hoping that he would be somewhere else in the building, but he ended up being like right there at the primary window, and that was okay. I ended up winning this gunfight because I wasn't really aiming down sights. I just decided to go ahead and pull the trigger, which you'll see here shortly. And that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much once again for checking out my video. I do plan on releasing more content with PUBG as new updates and stuff come out. I will be playing this game on the PS4 when it does release for the PS4 at some point. There's no date on that yet. Remember, if you like the video, just give me a thumbs up, support my channel by subscribing, and I'll see you guys next time.